Big news, Padres fans. A surge of power has come to the lineup in the form of Gavin Sheets. So far, it is looking like this is going to pay off big for the Padres. Going to talk about that and more on this episode of Padres Digest. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I am Christian Pedersen. Thank you very much to all of our new fans who have hit that subscribe button. This is the point of the show where I got to just say, hey, can you hit it? If you haven't, smash that subscribe button. We can turn this graph around. I'm always trying to improve my WAR as a podcaster. This helps me if the more of you come back every single time. If you hit that subscribe button all season long, you are going to get Padres takes, reaction, updates, information, everything, including the update we got to give you right now about the red hot streak that Gavin Sheets is on. The former White Sox, now San Diego Padre, has 10 hits in spring training as of us recording this March 12th. Of those 10 hits, half of them are home runs, including a couple in the revenge game he had against said White Sox out in Peoria. So what does this mean? Is he going to be John Dowd and just be this mysterious guy coming out of nowhere to hit 70,000 home runs in one season? No, he's not Mickey Mantle. Some players even say superstitiously that what happens in spring training, sometimes you can use up all of your home runs or the mojo. But what I will say is that I have seen so far Gavin Sheets not only play himself into the conversation for a Major League Baseball roster spot with the San Diego Padres, but I see potentially this morphing into something where he could be the platoon backup DH situational guy who hits. If it's all righties that he hits well, if it's lefty, like whatever it is between E-guy plays, sometimes at third, sometimes at DH. Manny sometimes DHs, Sheets sometimes DHs. Every now and then, every blue moon, you put Sheets at first base or something like that. Or if Connor Joe's there, you can move him to he's got a little bit of basic utility as well in that position. But I like this as an approach where we can put him as a lefty bat in the DH slot to get some, I would consider, until this wears off and regresses back to the mean, play the hot hand. And I know that there is still spring training to go, but sometimes you give a guy the nod, you give him the confidence, it grows into at least the floor not being too low. And I think right now, from what we're seeing of him hitting 270 with 5 home runs, we can hopefully, if we slot that in as if he can hit somewhere in that range, 270 with 15 home runs in the regular season, you're telling me you wouldn't take that 9 out of 9 times as a platoon DH in a situation where you're making sure that you can keep your superstars healthy and occasionally give them nights just outright off to rest the body, to manage the little tweaks and bumps and bruises that come along with the season? You're lying to me if you're not going to take that. So I think what you are seeing right now with Gavin Sheets not only is a guy playing himself into a major league job, but I think you're seeing a guy who just looks like he is benefiting immensely from a change of scenery, and sometimes that's all that you need. There is a long history in Major League Baseball of really the bump being seeing new pitching, being in a new headspace, being with new teammates, and it looks like he might just be vibing with the San Diego Padres club, culture, roster, whatever you want to call it. I know that is the least quantifiable of the stats in the modern day and era of baseball, but sometimes you just know by that eye test that a squad has done a little something for a guy to get him revamped and get him playing his best baseball, and I think that's what we have right here is a sleeper candidate, like I said, not only for bench spot, but for some actual platoon playing time. So I say lock it in. I say give him the nod, start giving him some more starts. Let's dial him in. Let's really get him as many swings as possible the rest of spring training, because I like what we're seeing out of this guy, and I think you should like it too. But let me know what you think. Drop it down in the comment section. If you think that this is just a hot streak now, don't waste your time on him. Do you like Jason Hayward better? Do you like Connor Joe better? Who do you like for that platoon DH sort of last couple of spots on the roster, filling out the bench? Let me know in the comment section. And like I said at the top of this, it would be much appreciated if you could hit that subscribe button. We are a new channel, but we are still trying to make sure that we can catch Dodgers Digest, our enemy station, up the 5 freeway. Talk to you soon, Padres fans.